Do you feel like you're working hard but never seem to get ahead financially? Imagine living a life where your paycheck isn't the only thing standing between you and your financial freedom. The truth is, breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle doesn't require a miracle. It requires building intentional habits. In this video, we're going to uncover the top 5 habits that can help you escape the paycheck trap for good. Whether you're stuck in this cycle or just looking for ways to get ahead, these simple, proactive habits can set you up for long-term financial success. Let's dive in. 1. Pay yourself first. Automated savings. Let's start with the first and one of the most powerful habits. Pay yourself first. So often, when we get paid, the first thing we think about is bills, groceries, and other expenses, leaving savings as an afterthought. But what if we flip that around? Instead of saving whatever is left over after paying bills, which, let's be honest, is often nothing, you should make savings a fixed expense, just like any other bill. Here's the habit. As soon as you receive your paycheck, set up automatic transfers to a separate savings account. This ensures that savings are the first thing that happens, not the last. Why does this work? It's simple. By automating your savings, you prioritize it before you even have the chance to spend the money on things you don't need. When you set this up, it removes the temptation to wait until next time or hope for surplus. Your savings grow consistently, and you don't even have to think about it. Over time, you'll notice that your financial situation starts to improve because instead of reacting to what's left after expenses, you're proactively setting aside money for your future. But here's an important point. When you automate your savings, it feels less like a sacrifice and more like a normal part of your financial routine. You'll quickly adapt to living without that extra money because it's already been earmarked for your future goals. This simple habit takes the pressure off as it forces you to live within your means after savings are set aside. Ultimately, this builds a solid financial foundation that allows you to tackle other financial goals with confidence. 2. Track every dollar. Budgeting. Next up, let's talk about tracking every dollar. If you're not measuring your spending, you can't manage it effectively. We've all been guilty of spending without thinking, and those little purchases here and there can easily add up. But the good news is that once you bring awareness to your spending, you can make intentional choices about where your money goes. The habit: review your bank and credit card statements regularly, ideally weekly. Track your expenses using tools like budgeting apps or even a simple spreadsheet. Categorize your spending, groceries, entertainment, subscriptions, etc., so you can see exactly where your money is going. Why does this work? Tracking your expenses makes you more conscious of where you can cut back. For example, you might realize that you're spending too much on eating out or paying for subscriptions you don't even use. Once you see these leaks, you can plug them up and redirect the money into savings or investing. The more you track your expenses, the more control you gain over your financial situation, helping you make smarter, more intentional decisions. Plus, once you see exactly where your money is going, you'll have the power to create a realistic, intentional budget that works for you. Additionally, tracking your spending helps you recognize patterns in your financial habits. You may uncover areas where you're overspending without even realizing it. For example, you may not have noticed how many small purchases add up, like those daily coffee runs or extra snacks during the week. Once you spot these habits, it's much easier to make small changes that add up to significant savings over time. Tracking gives you the clarity you need to adjust your habits, stay on track, and avoid unnecessary debt. 3. Build a cash flow cushion. Another key habit for escaping the paycheck trap is building a cash flow cushion. This is more than just having an emergency fund. It's about having an extra buffer of money in your checking account that helps you avoid living paycheck to paycheck. Ideally, you should aim for 1 month's worth of expenses in this cushion. The habit: make it a goal to build up enough money in your checking account so that you're not relying on your next paycheck to pay for your current month's bills. It's about having the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have enough money to cover your expenses without having to scramble when payday comes. Why does this work? A cash flow cushion provides stability and reduces the stress that often leads to financial mistakes, like reaching for a credit card to cover a shortfall. By building up this extra buffer, You break the psychological cycle of waiting for your next paycheck to cover your current bills. When you're not living paycheck to paycheck, you'll have more room to plan, save, and make long-term financial decisions. This habit reduces financial anxiety and helps you feel more in control of your financial situation. 4. Aggressively pay down high-interest debt. Debt is one of the main reasons people stay stuck in the paycheck trap. Specifically, high-interest debt, like credit card debt, is a major obstacle to building wealth. The longer you carry a balance, the more money you lose to interest payments. And if you're only making minimum payments, your debt could take years to pay off. The habit: aggressively pay down your high-interest debt. Use strategies like the avalanche method, where you focus on paying off the highest interest debt first, or the snowball method, where you pay off the smallest balance first to gain momentum. Why does this work? By focusing on paying off high-interest debt, you free up cash flow that was previously being wasted on interest payments. Once your debt is paid off, you can redirect that money into savings or investments. And if you're able to eliminate the debt quickly, you'll avoid paying more than necessary in interest. Aggressively paying down debt is one of the quickest ways to break free from the paycheck trap because it lowers your expenses and gives you more financial freedom. 5. Prevent lifestyle creep. Live below your means. Finally, let's talk about preventing lifestyle creep. As your income increases, it's easy to think that it's time to upgrade your lifestyle too. Fancy cars, bigger houses, and more expensive habits. But here's the thing. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest traps that can keep you stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Even if you're earning more, your expenses are rising at the same pace, so you're still not able to save or invest. The habit: when you get a raise, bonus, or extra income, resist the urge to increase your monthly expenses. Instead, commit to saving or investing a large portion of that extra money. This can mean increasing your retirement savings, opening a new investment account, or building your emergency fund even more. Why does this work? By avoiding lifestyle inflation, you ensure that as your income grows, so does your ability to build wealth. You're living below your means, and that extra money isn't going toward new expenses or upgrading your lifestyle. It's going into savings, investments, or paying off debt. This habit allows you to keep building wealth even as your income increases, which means you can break free from the paycheck trap for good. When you focus on long-term goals instead of short-term gratification, you set yourself up for financial success. The key is to make conscious choices about how to use extra income. Rather than splurging on new gadgets or a bigger house, think about the bigger picture. The more you can resist the temptation to upgrade your lifestyle, the faster you can achieve financial freedom. Over time, this habit can lead to substantial wealth building because you've prioritized your future financial goals over fleeting material upgrades. There you go. These 5 habits are the building blocks for escaping the paycheck trap and achieving financial freedom. Whether it's paying yourself first, tracking your spending, building a cash flow cushion, aggressively paying down debt, or preventing lifestyle creep, each of these habits works together to help you get out of the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. By adopting these habits, you're taking control of your finances and setting yourself up for long-term success. The key is consistency and making these habits a regular part of your routine. Remember, financial freedom doesn't come overnight, but with intentional habits and a proactive mindset, you can escape the paycheck trap and create the life you want. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you found these tips helpful. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from these habits, and subscribe to stay on top of more practical money tips. Your wealth doesn't just come from what you earn. It's about what you keep and how smartly you manage your finances. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.